Right, hello everybody. Cheers. Peppermint tea. It's not breakfast tea. But look, we want to talk about something serious. So, brilliant news, right? And that is that the Valhalla Victories has been improved. Bit of a shock to the system, and great that Kabam listened to a lot of feedback. Now, I did put out a video yesterday which kind of deep dive this, and obviously by the time this video comes out, which I thought, well, now the narrative has changed. It's okay to say things have changed. So if you've come to this video from the second video, then things have changed. The Valhalla Victories now, it is a case that you only have to do 240k, which like before was 832,000 was what you had to do in order to do Valhalla Victories. Does this dramatically change the reward structure? No, the rewards remain the same. If you compare it with the video that I did yesterday, and I did point out in the video that back in the day when we did the last Vanquishing Blows, it was a case you could only get 4,000 points at a time, but you only need to do 75 fights, or 79 fights, I think it was 75 fights, in order to get the full 300,000 milestone, and that was good. We didn't have to really do much for it. Road to Labyrinth is my normal stomping ground. But you got 25 units, 1 revive, and 1 health potion at level 2, which I love. I think that was great, and I'm still a little bit confused as to like why we've got this event in this kind of entirety, and it's not like you know, the same as it was before back in 2018. It does feel like a step back. I will give Kabam credit that the extent of grind is now down. You know, if it's 240,000. The narrative still applies if you're using let's just hypothetical here, that we're using a 6-star champion, and we get that 6,000. So we're going to get the old quackulator out, because we will be doing the calculations just quickly. Let's throw that on screen. By the way, I will be doing I would say, like, shout out to Kabam. Frenchie is now leaving Kabam. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's Marvel Contest Champions news. Pretty gutted, because he's actually one of the good guys. Like, really is one of the good guys. He actually was the only Kabam employee that, as of now, that has appeared on the podcast. Which, look, now it's a case if you use a 6-star, 40 fights. You only need to do 40 fights. That's brilliant. That's not too bad as well. So I must say, shout out to Kabam. I mean, yeah, the rewards are a bit naff still, but look, I'll take doing 40 fights. Even, again, let's have a look at the scenario here. If we end with light attack for today, and we do 2,000, it's still 2,000. It's still with a 5-star. So if you're lower down the spectrum, so lower down, if you're only using 4 stars, let's check. So you only get 5,500. I mean, that's still pretty good, to be honest. So if you're only using 5 stars. This is a scenario for those lower down. I'm talking, you're new to the game practically. So 240,000 divided by 5,500. It's 40. Let's say 44 fights. You know, that's what it is in order to do it. So it is a massive improvement on what it was. But yeah, this is stuff that you'll just be doing along the line. It means that you'll get yourself, what we'd say, there's 30 opportunities, or 30, just a hypothetical 30, then you'd be able to do it you get 290 units from it, which isn't too bad, and the rest of the stuff as well, you know, that comes with it. But I think this is better. Like, I'm happy that Kabam have done this. If this is a case of meeting the community in the middle and it's better than nothing, then okay, that's fine. But if they were to remain the way they were from yesterday, then I think we'd have a big problem going forward. But I'm glad that now it's only going to take 40 fights with my 6-star to do this. And the same thing with a 5-star. Same thing, 5 and 6-star. Exactly the same. Stomping ground for this will probably be Road to Labyrinth. So let's give a little bit of a try now. And yeah, just down in Road to Labyrinth, I'm just like using a Corvus, for example. Just kind of tapping up, doing those lights, doing that damage. And I would say that any champion really would do, providing they do not, on light attacks, do any debuff damage, because effectively you're not going to be able to do that, are you? If you're kind of like doing something that's going to be on light attack debuff, then basically they'll die from shock damage as opposed to anything. And I'm sure there'll be different types of vanquishing blows down the line. We've seen SP1. I'll probably find out when it rotates around the full list of them before doing any kind of like mini guide for it. especially to kind of get an idea on it. But I'll be just slotting into videos like who I'm using for whatever kind of interaction or champion. But yeah, all very kind of like simple stuff, especially because now this is great because I'll only need to do this like 4 times. 4 times. Yeah, 4 times in Road to Labyrinth. But, you know, this is 10 energy spend, so to speak. Because I think this is a 10 champion fight narrative. But to be honest, I don't need to do this. I could just end that by doing other different content, which I'll probably be doing in a moment when I'm live streaming. So make sure later on to come on by for the live stream. But yeah, this seems very straightforward. Let's just double check to see where that little kind of flurry then. I'm just kind of going through a little Road to Labyrinth. And yeah, you know, that feels better. Like 52k just straight up, you know. It's pretty standard stuff. So yeah, all good. So anyway, good news, and make sure to check out some of the content posted up recently up there somewhere, and as well Rich's Realm. If you like Marvel Realm of Champions, I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.